Welcome back to Book Bite Insights, where big ideas meet bite-sized brilliance. Did you know there is a voice inside your head? It sounds like you. It talks all day, and sometimes it turns against you. When your mind spirals with what-ifs, replays old failures, or fixates on future disasters, that's not thinking, that is chatter, and it can be devastating. Ethan Kross, one of the world's leading experts on emotion and control, reveals a truth we often ignore. The most brutal conversations we have are the ones we have with ourselves. This voice isn't just annoying. It can sabotage relationships, destroy confidence, and lock us in loops of anxiety. But here's the twist. What if that same voice could be trained to become your most powerful ally? What if the enemy wasn't the voice, but the way you listen to it? Chatter teaches you how world-class athletes, leaders, and thinkers rewire their inner dialogue. It shows you the science of self-talk and how to flip the script. Because the real battlefield isn't outside, it's in your mind. And if you want peace, clarity, and strength, you have to win the war within. Are you ready to dive in? Key point 1, the mental spiral. It begins as a whisper, a simple thought, something went wrong or might go wrong, but instead of passing through, it anchors, it loops, it multiplies, and soon it consumes. This is chatter, the dark side of our inner voice. It doesn't solve problems, it spotlights them. It doesn't plan, it panics. And it's not just annoying background noise. It fuels anxiety. It drains focus. It wrecks performance. Cross calls it a cognitive tax that steals energy from everything else. You can't be present in a conversation if you're stuck in your head. You can't lead, create, or heal while you're under siege by your own thoughts. The problem isn't that we think too much. It's that we think in circles. Recognizing chatter is the first victory, because once you can name it, you can start to unhook from it. And when you unhook, you take back control of your day, of your choices, of your life. Key point 2, distance changes everything. Imagine watching your own thoughts like a movie. Detached, calm, clear. That's the power of distance. When you speak to yourself using your name instead of I, something shifts. Instead of I'm panicking, you say, Sarah, you've been here before. It's not a trick, it's science. Your brain processes that voice differently, more like a coach than a critic. This is called distance self-talk, and it's one of the fastest ways to stop a spiral. Elite performers use it constantly. They don't drown in emotion, they narrate their way out. The reason it works is simple. Distance creates perspective, and perspective gives you power. When you zoom out, the emotion shrinks. You stop reacting. You start responding. It's not avoidance, it's command. This isn't just about self-talk. It's about who you become in moments of chaos. You can be the panicked victim or the calm guide. One shift in language is all it takes. You're not losing it, you're leading it. Key point 3, the ritual effect. What do athletes, soldiers, and surgeons have in common? They rely on rituals, not for luck, but for control. When the mind wants to panic, the body acts with purpose. Rituals create order in the chaos. A coffee stirred the same way, shoes tied in the same sequence. A deep breath, then go. These aren't quirks, they're neural anchors. They tell your brain, we've done this before, we're not out of control, we're ready. Even when nothing else makes sense, rituals give your thoughts a rhythm. They pull you out of the spiral and into action. They transform noise into flow. And when chatter screams, rituals whisper back, you've got this. The difference between unraveling and rising? Often it's just a habit with meaning, a pattern that makes you feel safe. So build rituals that serve you. And when the moment comes, trust them. Key point 4, borrow stronger voices. Your voice isn't the only one that lives in your head. There are others, mentors, friends, loved ones. And they've said things you need to remember. Because when your own voice is poisoned, you can borrow theirs. This is called externalizing inner support. You recall what they'd say in your darkest moment. You echo their calm. You channel their courage. This isn't fantasy, it's strategy. we internalize the voices we trust, and in crisis, we can call on them. You already know what they'd say. They'd remind you of your worth, your power, your resilience. So bring them forward. Let them speak through you. Make your inner world a round table, not a courtroom. You don't need to fight this voice alone. There's a team in your memory. Let them help. Key point 5. Nature knows. When you step outside, something inside you shifts, not just emotionally, neurologically. Nature lowers cortisol, improves mood, restores attention. Because unlike chatter, nature doesn't demand. It just is. A tree doesn't criticize you. A mountain doesn't talk back. Even a picture of greenery can reset your mind. This isn't self-care fluff. It's science-backed clarity. When your inner world is loud, the outer world can be a remedy. Go outside. Look up. Touch something real. Let scale return. Let silence teach you what noise has buried. Because in the stillness, you'll remember, you're not just your thoughts. You're the one who notices them. And that awareness changes everything. Key point 6. Declutter the noise. Your space mirrors your mind. Mess breeds stress. Clutter fuels chatter. When your desk is a disaster, your brain has to manage more decisions, more distractions, more overload. But clean space, that's cognitive relief. It's focus without friction. You see clearly. You feel lighter. You think better. This isn't about minimalism for aesthetics. It's about survival. Your environment isn't neutral. It either drains you or restores you. So curate it, organize it, protect it. A tidy room is a message to your brain. We're in control here. And in a world of noise, that message matters. Chatter grows in chaos. Order silences it. Key point 7. Write to untangle. The brain loops, but the hand writes lines. When you journal, you slow down thought. You give shape to the storm. You move the chaos from mind to page. And suddenly it's manageable. You're not spinning. You're sequencing. Expressive writing isn't therapy, it's transformation. Studies show it reduces stress, clarifies values, and improves decision-making. You don't need grammar, just honesty. Write like no one's watching, because no one is. This is your mirror, your map, your exit plan from mental loops. Once the words are out, the emotions follow, and in their place, space, clarity, relief. You're not just thinking. You're leading your thoughts. With every sentence, you take your power back. Key point 8. Become your coach. You already talked to yourself. Now it's time to coach yourself. When fear rises, don't collapse, guide. When failure hits, don't insult, encourage. Self-talk isn't optional, but its tone, that's your choice. Become the voice that lifts, that instructs, that reminds. You've been here before. You've overcome worse. You're still standing. The best coaches don't deny pain. They direct it. They say, here's what we do next. And that's your job now. Not to silence the chatter, but to lead it. Speak to yourself the way you'd speak to someone you love. Firm, honest, hopeful. Because when the voice in your head becomes your ally, there's nothing you can't face. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep exploring, we recommend The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer for unlocking inner freedom, and The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle to quiet the mind and live fully in the present. Both pair beautifully with chatter. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps Book Bite Insights going. Let us know in the comments what's one insight you're taking into your own inner dialogue. See you in the next summary.